Have you ever thought that comedians be out here acting like rappers? In some cases, worse than rappers.
You know what's funny? It's not new to me and anyone who's a comedian.
It's the first time we seeing it.
This is the first time the public is seeing it.
That's the first time we.
None of this is new.
Right.
We all know who don't like each other. We all have heard the stories. We've all seen fights at the comedy club.
I didn't know. I'm just getting on.
But that's the problem. I've said this before. It's like, you know, it's the NBA. When NBA players fight on the court, they, at the press conference afterwards, or the post conference, they ask them about the fight. Do you really have a beef with LeBron? Do you really? And they always say the same shit. No, it's just trash talk.
Yeah.
It's part of the game. I respect his game. He's very competitive. That's just what it is.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
The minute they start spilling out into the public with it, that's why the whole, what's my man name? Him and LeBron was going into it. He called him old. Dylan Brooks.
Yeah.
That's why that got blown out of proportion.
Right.
It's because he perpetuated it in the conference and said some shit. You know what I mean? Like, it got disrespectful.
Right.
That's what's going on in the comedy world right now. The public is not supposed to have a say-so in comedy beef. It's supposed to stay behind the lines.
It's been, you saying it's been behind the lines?
It's been behind the lines, and it should stay there.
Right.
But now that everybody's, you know, on the mic talking, bringing shit up, it's like, now the public is weighing in on it and making it way bigger than it's supposed to be.
Which is what's been happening in everything else.
Yeah.
Except now it took a while for it to hit comedy.
Yeah. But Cat has always spoke his mind. He's always said these things. When he used to say them, the audience would call him crazy and that he was on drugs. Now the generation has changed a little bit. The audience is a little different. They're here for all the smoke. They want to hear that stuff. Right. So now his message is resonating with them, and now it's getting out a little more. Monique, same thing. Like, at the end of the day, it's not a public conversation. You know, I don't live by that code. I stay silent. If I don't like you, no one in the public will ever know it.
Because I remember it was one Sunday, I believe it was during COVID. It was a Mother's Day. And I turned on my Instagram live. And you and Kevin Hart was just trading blows.
Going for it.
I believe he said you had a white woman's neck. I have never heard no shit like that.
Yeah.
And y'all went at it. I'm talking about he crying, you crying. That's what the comedy I'm used to tell you the truth.
Yeah.
Like y'all, even though y'all like trying to hurt each other's feelings, but like not too far.
But not even.
Not too far, but you're trying to win. Like, you know what I mean?
It's snapping.
Like,
we're testing wits.
Right.
We're sparring.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And it was so in the moment, like that's just what that moment was.
Right.
But never in my life will you see me talking shit about any comedian. You know what I mean? I'm actually the guy that, even if I don't fuck with you like that, I have positive shit to say about people. I respect people's craft. I respect people's artwork. And the fact that we're all successful, there's no room for us to be fighting. Like, why is niggas mad? I'm like, what you mad for? Why is niggas mad? So, you know, I got love for everybody. And for those that I don't have love for, you'll never know it.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm keeping it honest. I was with Dave Chappelle just hanging out the other day.
Stunt?
Like, no. I told him. I had to tell him. I just was like, yo, I kind of like y'all beefing.
Because you're a rapper, nigga.
Because I'm a rapper. I wanted to make sure we ain't the only ones that look
something
crazy.
similar to what he's saying.
He said he didn't like it, and I realized it wasn't like kind of like funny to him. Like I was
like I like you and Nas better as friends than you talking about you gonna beat his ass.
No.
Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here, Nori.
We all do, but I'm not gonna lie to you.
Say how you don't like it.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
Exactly.
Yeah, it took me to see that, to say, you know what? We're not just crazy. It's not just rappers. It's not just rappers. Everybody has feelings.
Everybody.
Like having this show taught me that the most powerful men in the world have feelings, because they'll call me and they'll be like, I can't even say it, but you know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, no.
Like people have feelings, and it was dope to see other people be humans. Like for lack of a better term, like to see comedians be humans. You know what I mean?
Oh no, comedians we're very sensitive.
Right.
You know what I mean? It takes a lot of vulnerability to get on stage and believe that you're funny.
Right.
Risk getting booed faster than any other art form. And, you know, persevere through the years to build something that becomes successful. Build a name, build a brand, build a voice for your comedy. It takes a lot to build it, man. But, you know, like I said, I'm a purveyor of peace.
Right.
I'm the Zen comedian, you know what I mean?
Did you see Larry, what was his name? Holmes, what's his name? The comedian, he was beefing with Donnell Rollins. Like he looked like a rap battle.
Corey
to me.
Holcomb.
Corey Holcomb.
Holcomb,
Sorry,
yeah, that's
I'm
my
bugging
guy.
out.
Both of them was my guys, and that's the thing.
But you see how they was going back and forth? I'm like,
Yeah.
it's a rap battle, bro. What the fuck is the difference? Like, that's when I knew comedians. Y'all going. Yeah, I like it.
You know, to each their own.
Right.
You'll never see me yelling at another comedian in public.
Right.
It's just not gonna happen.
But one time a dude tried to heckle you though, right? And
You always get hecklers.
that was after Dave Chappelle, or that was before the Dave Chappelle?
Which time are you talking about? You talking about when the
someone
Karen
attacked
got
him?
on stage?
Yeah.
When the Karen got on stage.
The Karen, I
Yeah,
forgot.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
But there's always hecklers. Again, none of this shit is new. None of this shit is new. When it gets out into the public and it starts to circulate, that's when it starts to get blown out of proportion. But
Right.
we've been dealing with this shit.
So you saying that's been happening? Karen's been coming on your stage
No,
for
I'm just
years?
saying heckling,
Okay.
shit getting a little edgy at shows. That is not new.
Wow.
You know what I mean? As a rapper, you know, back in the day, there was some cities you went to where niggas was throwing beer cans or bottles. Like
Right.
it was shit just happens in the art of performing,
Right.
depending on where you go.
Right.
So it ain't nothing that I fear or shy away from.
I remember that happening to me, and I remember me particularly just saying, I'm only going to markets that I'm welcome at.
Yeah,
I learned like the first year we had the War Report, and the War Report was music that was straight for the streets.
Yeah.
We could not go to certain places, so I remember immediately saying, "Yo, take this off of the market. This is off of the itinerary. This off of the schedule." Is that something you ever had to do?
Yeah,
Yeah?
I'll do it for if I don't trust a club manager or if I feel like they was disrespecting me and my team, I just won't fuck with them. I won't go back to that city. I won't go back to not the city. I won't go back to the venue.
Okay.
The people in the city, you know, if they are fans and they rock with me, I'll figure out another venue.
Yeah, because there's limited
Not
comedy
me.
venues
I took it
in
out of the whole
cities.
city.
To a degree, yeah.
Right? If I ain't make it,
You take it out on the whole
I
city?
take it out on the whole city. Yeah. Now you going back. Fuck them.
You blame the whole city.
Everybody guilty. I don't care.
Nah, I love my fans.
Especially
man.
when I had the #1 records, because it's like when you have the #1 record, it feels like I'm the #1 dude. You know what I mean? Like you're supposed to. And
You get saucy when you got the #1 shit.
No, but it's the truth. And then you go some places, and then people are looking at you because you know they're. I'm realizing this record is just getting there. It's a regional record. It's just getting there.
Right.
But I'm thinking I'm already there. Man, I'm #1. This motherfucker, what the fuck?
Right.
These motherfuckers are sitting there looking at me. I'm like, I never take this off. Take this off of this shit. We are never coming back.
Yeah. Yeah.
I take the promoter out. I take it out on the club.
The bartenders.
Maybe
But
not the
sometimes-
bartenders. They always been cool with me.
Sometimes it's how the show was set up, though.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's who you're with. They might just be really big fans of that person, and then
Right.
they don't give a fuck about who's coming on the stage before them.
Yeah, I only do that on certain things. But we got a game that we play here. It's called Quick Time with Slime. But before we do that, we want to give you your flowers. So you
I get more flowers?
Yeah, yes.
Hey,
Tell us about giving people flowers.
they spelled my name right the first time. So just so y'all know, I got 2 of these at the crib.
That's right.
One of them is spelled wrong. My last name is spelled wrong. But they were gracious enough to send me
That's
a corrected
right.
version.
Yeah, yeah.
And I can tell that's Mr. Lee's doing. You think I speak fucked up. You hear this nigga?
He said, Affion Crockett?
Yeah, so we're going to play Quick Time with Slime.
You guys sent that? Oh, not yet. What do you mean, not yet?
Oh, yeah, all right, cool. I got a couple. Yeah, let's go.
I'll put this right here.
The movie's out. It's already out, right?
So the movie's already out. We did a soft launch, only 159 AMC screens. So let me educate people on the business of it. Most people think that when you see a movie, and especially with what we put into the production value, they just think, oh, this shit is gonna come to the theater right by my crib.
Right.
It's gonna be on streaming next week.
Right.
Oh man, this shit is lit. It's up.
Right.
That's not how it works, right? Again, there's no studio. It's just me and him. Most studios have a budget for marketing and placement and all that kind of stuff. You have to pay per screen to house your film there.
Damn, I didn't know that.
Right? So again, all of this is out of my pocket. It ain't, you know what I mean? I ain't sitting on no motherfucking leprechaun pot of gold type of shit. It's just me investing in the business. So I spent the money on as many as I could.
Right.
And I said, all right, that's enough for where we are.
Right.
And then we're gonna have meetings with other companies to widen the net, and of course do figure out the streaming deal as well.